Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear grade 6 students, hello again. I am Ahmed Al Farahati and I wish you all the best of everything. Today, inshallah, we will study Unit 3, the story of stories. Lesson 1. Please open your class book to page 22. This page. What are the aims of this lesson? Let's check. Unit 3. The story of stories. Lesson 1. Class book pages 22 and 23. Activity 1. Skills book page 26. Activity 1. The aims. In this lesson, students will read for general information, listen for general information, understand the moral of a story. Dear students, let's go to page 22 of your class book. Dear students, before we start our lesson, you will hear the sounds of some animals, and you are asked to identify the animals.
Unit 3, Tape Script 3.1. 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
'Now we will listen again and I'll tell you the name of each animal.
Unit 3, Tape Script 3.1. 1.
Yes, this is a lion.
2.
This is a mouse.
3.
This is a snake.
4.
Yes, this is a cat.
5.
It's a sheep.
6.
Wow, it's a cow.
7.
Yes, it's a duck. Now let's go to activity 1. Read and listen. The lion and the mouse. Dear students, You are asked to read this story and you are asked also to listen to it. So, we will listen and you can read and follow in your book while you are listening. Let's listen.
Tape script 3.2.
The Lion and the Mouse. One day, Lenny the Lion was sleeping under a tree. Marty the Mouse was running near Lenny the Lion. He was very excited because he was chasing a locust for his dinner. Marty the Mouse didn't see Lenny the Lion and ran over his paw. Lenny the Lion woke up. He picked up Marty the Mouse and held him near his mouth. Marty the Mouse squeaked and squeaked. Marty the Mouse was very frightened. Lenny the Lion had such big, sharp teeth. "Please don't eat me," said Marty the Mouse. "I'm very sorry I woke you up." Lenny the Lion looked at little Marty the Mouse shaking in his paw. The mouse was so little and he looked so frightened. Lenny the Lion decided to be kind to little Marty the Mouse and let him go. Marty the Mouse thanked Lenny the Lion and said, "Maybe one day I can help you." As Marty the Mouse ran away, Lenny the Lion roared with laughter. "How can such a little mouse help me? I'm the king of the jungle." The next day, Lenny the Lion was walking through the jungle looking for food. Suddenly, a big net made of rope dropped on top of him. He was trapped. Lenny the Lion couldn't get free from the net. He roared and roared. Marty the Mouse was also in the jungle looking for food. He heard Lenny the Lion roaring and quickly ran to find out what was wrong. Little Marty the Mouse saw Lenny the Lion in the net and quickly started to bite through the rope with his little teeth. Soon Marty the Mouse had made a hole big enough for Lenny the Lion to get out of the net. Now Lenny the Lion and Marty the Mouse are the best of friends.
Dear students, I know that you find so many difficult words in this story. You can look them up at any dictionaries in order to understand and know the meaning. Here we have some questions. What did you learn from this story? Do you know what this kind of story is called? You can find the answer on page 26 of your skills book. So let's go to page 26 of our skills book in order to find the answer. Yes, here, Unit 3, the story of stories, Activity 1. Read and listen. Dear students, here we are asked to read and listen. So we will read and follow in our books while we are listening.
Tape script 3.3. People have always told stories. There are many different kinds of stories. Some are told to help us remember important events or people. Others are told to try and explain how things happen in the world.
Yes.
Some stories are told to try and teach us how to be good people and how to behave. These kinds of stories are called fables. Fables are stories with a moral. A moral is a piece of advice to help us learn how to behave. The most famous writer of fables was a man called Aesop. He lived in Greece a long time ago. He gave advice to people about how they should behave through his stories about animals, birds and insects.
Yes, thank you. We learn here about stories, and we know that there are so many kinds of stories. And we learn that fables are stories with a moral. What is a moral? A moral is a piece of advice to help us learn how to behave. Let me ask you another question. Who was the most famous writer of fables? Yes, Aesop. Where did he live? Excellent, in Greece, a long time ago. The story you have just read, The Lion and the Mouse, is one of Aesop's fables. Did you enjoy the story? Yes or no? I think yes. We enjoyed the story. What advice do you think Aesop is giving in this fable? Write the moral of this story here. Yes. What do you think the moral of this story is? I can say the moral of this story is that sometimes the weak can help the strong. Okay? Let me write this moral. And if you have another moral of this story, you can write it here. Okay? Sometimes the weak can help the strong. By this, we've achieved the aims of this lesson. Thank you for following me. Goodbye.